In the quiet suburb of Willow Creek, where manicured lawns and pristine fences defined status, Thomas Reed was an anomaly. His yard was a tangle of weeds, his mailbox rusted, and his heavy, labored breathing echoed through the cul-de-sac. To the HOA, led by the unyielding Margaret Voss, Thomas was a blight on their perfect community. "His wheezing keeps us up at night," Margaret snapped at a meeting, her voice sharp as she rallied neighbors to demand action. Fines piled up, notices plastered his door, and whispers of eviction swirled. But Thomas, a retired firefighter, carried a secret heavier than their scorn. Decades ago, Thomas had rushed into burning buildings, pulling strangers from flames. Each rescue scarred his lungs, the smoke weaving a slow death into his breath. Now, at 68, every inhale was a battle, his oxygen tank a constant companion. Yet, he never spoke of his sacrifices. To him, saving lives was just what you did. His neighbor, Lily, a young nurse who'd moved in next door, saw the truth. She'd caught Thomas coughing violently one evening, his face pale, yet he waved her concern away with a tired smile. "Just old age," he'd said, but Lily knew better. The tension boiled over one crisp morning. Margaret, flanked by 2 HOA board members, marched to Thomas's doorstep, a final notice in hand. "Your property's a disgrace, and that noise you're breathing, it's disturbing the peace," she declared, voice dripping with disdain. Neighbors gathered, some nodding, others uneasy. Lily, who'd just finished a night shift, stormed out, her scrubs still on. "You're fining him for breathing? He's a hero. Those lungs are ruined because he saved people like you." Her words cut through the crowd, igniting murmurs. Margaret scoffed. "Heroes don't let their yards go to hell." The confrontation escalated. Thomas, leaning on his cane, tried to speak, his voice a rasp. "I'll try to fix the yard," he managed, but a coughing fit silenced him. Lily's eyes blazed. "He's dying because of his courage, and you're whining about grass?" A neighbor, emboldened, admitted she'd been saved by Thomas in a fire years ago. Another confessed he'd pulled her son from a wreck. The crowd's mood shifted, shame replacing judgment. Margaret, unyielding, doubled down. "Rules are rules. He's a nuisance." Days later, Thomas's condition worsened. Lily rushed him to the hospital, where doctors confirmed his lungs were failing. The community, now aware of his past, rallied. Some mowed his lawn, others left flowers. But Margaret, clinging to her authority, pushed for his eviction, claiming standards must be upheld. Thomas returned home, weaker, his oxygen tank louder than ever. One night, alone, he stopped breathing. Lily found him the next morning, his cane fallen, his face peaceful. The neighborhood mourned, but Margaret's victory felt hollow. Thomas's sacrifice exposed the pettiness of their rules, the fragility of their judgment. His death wasn't just a low it was a mirror, reflecting a community that valued perfection over humanity. What's right, upholding rules or honoring sacrifice? How do we judge those whose struggles we don't understand?